Hey everyone, welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. So today we have a drag build and tune for the 2021 Volkswagen Golf R. So if you enjoyed the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so first off we're going to take our 2021 Golf R up to the Festival drag strip, so that we can see how fast it can get by the speed trap at the end. So in the staging booth here, we're going to launch from about 4,000 RPM, drop it there, you won't get any wheel spin at all, you'll just launch super fast. Up into 5th gear now, we're just going to hold this all the way down the strip and pass the speed trap at 296 kilometers an hour. So now we're taking the Golf R into the Festival drag strip race so that we can see how fast it is against other cars, as well as getting a time by the end. So at launch here you can see we launched super well. We are currently 1st place. Up into 5th gear, you can see that we are just ahead of some of the other cars. 6th, and we crossed the line. We won the drag race easily and we got a time of 15.6 seconds. Alright, so now that we've seen how fast our 2021 Volkswagen Golf R is, we can now take it into the Festival and I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Alright, so with a stock 2021 Volkswagen Golf R, you want to come into the custom upgrade menu here. So first off, we will go down to the conversions tab and into engine swaps. We're going to swap in the 2.5 litre inline 5 turbo out of the Audi RS3. Chuck that in there and come out of conversions now and into aero and appearance. Apply any body kit you want, but do note it might add weight. The only thing we're going to do is the Varus hood, as this saves some weight for the car. So chuck that on there. Come out of aero and appearance, now into the tyres and rims. In here we'll be putting on the drag tyre compound, so as making the front and rear tyres as wide as possible. Then we'll go to the rim style, switch out for something a little bit more lightweight. Then we'll also be adding spacers to the front and rear tyres. So out of the tyres and rims, now into drivetrain. So in here we'll be putting on the race clutch, then the race transmission, race driveline and the race diff. Out of drivetrain, now into the platform and handling. So in here we're putting on the race brakes, then the off-road springs and dampeners or rally springs. Then we'll also be putting in the race front and rear anti-roll bars and the race weight reduction. So out of platform and handling, now into engine. So in here we'll be putting in the race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, then the race exhaust, the race cams and valves, then the race engine block, race pistons and compression, the race single turbo, then the race intercooler, race oil and cooling, and finally the race flywheel. So that's it as far as upgrades go for the Golf R, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright, so now that we've upgraded the Golf R, we can now come over to the custom tuning menu over here. So first I'll show you the metric tune and then I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune, and I'll leave the tune code on screen now. So for the tyres, we're just going to set these down to as low as possible, so 1.0 bar in the front and rear. Then if we come over to the gearing, we're going to set our final drive down to 3.05, just like that. First gear will be set to 3.70. Come a little bit down to there. Second will be set to 2.41. Third will be set to 1.76. Fourth to 1.28. And you can leave 5th and 6th as they are. So now if we come over to the alignment, we're going to set our front and rear camber angles to 0 degrees, and then the front cast angle to 7 degrees. Then the anti-roll bars, we're going to stiffen these up as much as possible, so 65 in the front, and then also 65 in the rear. Now if we come over to the springs, we're going to set our front springs up to 57.0, and the rear springs will bring these up to 40.5, just like that. Then the ride heights, leave the front as it is, but the rear will bring down as low as possible to 15.5. Now if we come over to the dampening, our front rebound stiffness here will set down to 5.2. The rear rebound stiffness will be set to 3.0, come down to there. Then the front bump stiffness, we're going to bring this up to 9.6, just like that. Then the rear bump stiffness up to 8.9. So now we've done the dampening, we'll come over to the differential tab at the end. So our front acceleration here will be set to 90%. Then the rear acceleration will be set to 95%. And then the center balance will be set to 77%. So that's it as far as the metric tune goes for the Golf R. So now I'll show you the differences for the Imperial tune. Alright, so as far as differences go for the Imperial tune is you want 15 PSI on both the front and the rear tires. Then if we come over to the springs tab in the middle here, you want to set your front springs to 319 and the rear to 227. Then the ride heights to 8.7 in the front and 6.1 in the rear. So that's it as far as the differences go for the Imperial tune, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright everyone, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 2021 Volkswagen Golf R. So if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.